Hey, Flosstube, Sean here. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to the community. I am overwhelmed by the response to Flosstube number one. Uh, the video has over 1,000 views. I've gained over 100, and I've gained over 200 subscribers since putting out that video, which is channel growth like I've never seen in just a week and a half's time. It's almost 2 weeks now since I put the video out, but it was about a week and a half when I hit exactly 200 more subscribers than I had when I put it out. So thank you to all of you. Welcome to the channel. I am happy to have you all here. Hopefully, some of you mentioned you were going to check out some of my book content too. So please, if you're a reader, check out the book content too. I will have more of that coming out as I actually read some books. I haven't been reading much this year yet. Just been so busy with directing a play and taking on some new tasks at work and my mind on that I just haven't been able to focus my mind on reading. I've read one poetry collection at the beginning of the year, and it was a horror poetry collection called "I Am Not Your Final Girl," and it was poems from the perspective of female characters in horror films. A lot of final girls in horror films. It was really good, but that's the only thing I've read this year. So there will be more book content coming, and because I'll start reading again once my brain can focus on it. But while I'm at the thank yous, I had some shout outs in some of your videos. So I want to thank Link is my homeboy, Mama Metzger, Joe, and I apologize right now. I am probably going to butcher your last name, but Joe Gregoire. I don't know if it's Gregoire or Gregory, but she gave me a shout out. And I recently had one from Buckeye Stitcher, and that's the ones I'm aware of. If you have given me a shout out in one of your videos, or you came to me from another shout out, please let me know in the comments so that I can view the video and give a proper thanks. I've been trying to get to a lot of your channels. Those of you who commented that you had channels, but with Flosstube videos being 45 minutes to an hour long, and my time being short, I haven't gotten to everybody yet, but I am working on it. Yeah, I have just been absolutely overwhelmed by the success of that video. Never have I had so many views. Never have I usually average about 70, 80 views a video. So I was just blown away. So thank you. It warms my heart. But today I thought I might do it's made me want to do another video. You get that kind of reception. Yeah, you're inspired to do another video. So what I thought I might do today is not really show progress on projects, but show kind of my full coverage stash and what I have in my stash. So I got a stack of manila folders here because I have all of my Hayes and Tilton Craft projects printed out. So yeah, just kind of a stash parade, if you will. So starting off, some of these are the projects you've seen, and the picture isn't in that one. It is on my clipboard. This is how I do my things. I I mark off, color in with just mechanical pencil where I've stitched. Seems to work for me. So, sorry, I thought I was more prepared than this when I hit record, which is the story of my life. So the first one you've seen in my last video is Sunset in Venice Max Colors. I'll hold that up just a little bit longer so you can actually see the picture, not just a flash. And that is from Haid, and the artwork is by Dominic Davison. That is 150 colors. The highest max color I'm willing to do right now, because I haven't even been stitching a year, and I'm tackling all this crazy stuff. And this is the first project that I have thought about. I usually keep things in Ziploc bags. Like I have snack bags that I put the floss in, and then I have like 3-gallon size. Like this is my Outer Frontier project, and so I have 3-gallon size Ziploc bags in there with the floss separated, and then number written on of what range of floss is in the bag. And just even in the first row of Sunset in Venice, there was just so much switching of floss that I haven't even bought all the floss yet. And it was so much switching of floss that going through the bags was just taking so much time, so I decided to try bobbinating. So I bought a little thing and I started bobbinating the floss. It's going to take me a while. And then I realized that this little thing that I bought for $3 at Hobby Lobby was not going to fit all the floss. So I bought this double-sided thing off of Amazon, and that's going to be for my Sunset in Venice project. Next one on the stack is, and this is, these pages are out of order too because I was buying floss for this. Where's the picture? I got all the folders here in front of me where I needed them. I just didn't make sure everything was quick. There. Why is it all the way in the back? Anyway, Simply Meant to Be by Cherie Gayerhart from Haid. And this is a kind of more realistic representation of Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. This is actually the first Haid I bought, because I thought it was really cool. And I realized where I saw it first too was actually when I was watching Flosstube videos early on, because I went back and I had watched Mama Metzger's intro video after I had seen her video that she gave me the shout out in, and realized I had seen it before, and that's where I saw the Simply Meant to Be project. And I bought it and there was a Haid sale that was shortly after that, and I bought it on a Haid sale. It was the first Haid I bought. And I am working on kitting it up. I've bought some starting floss, and I have fabric on the way for it because it is now going to be a stitch along with Mama Metzger. She commented on the video and said, "Hey, why don't you stitch Simply Meant to Be with me?" Because I had mentioned that I had it, I think in a comment back to her or something. And then in her video, she, at the end of it, her most recent video, when she shouted me out, she said, if you see this, stitch it with me. So I'm gonna stitch Simply Meant to Be with her. Then I know the picture of this one is on here because it's the one I'm currently been working on this week. Again, you saw this one in my last video in my whip parade, which wasn't called Whip Parade, it was just called Hello Flosstube. But this is The Outer Frontier by Chris Ortega. And this was the first one I bought this right around the same time as Simply Meant to Be, but this was the first one I bought and started to kit up right away. I loved it that much. Now I gotta get it back on my QS Arthur. Okay. So that is The Outer Frontier by Chris Ortega, and that is on my QSnap right now. I bet this picture isn't in here. Oh, this picture is. Okay. Because the chart is on my clipboard. But I have this one in progress too, and I actually did an Instagram post, and that's the other thing. Go ahead and follow my Instagram. It's at eclectic_reads. It's in the description box of the video. I am going to start posting stitching stuff on my Instagram as well. And like I said in the last video, I may add an and stitches to my name. Flosstube viewers, let me know if that's something I don't know if that's something you'd like to see me do. If it's weird for you to watch Flosstube videos on a channel just called Eclectic Reads. The reason one of the reasons I've gone through Crisis of Names in the past. If you go through my backlog of BookTube videos, I went through a couple of Crisis of Names last year, but the reason I ultimately decided to keep it just as Eclectic Reads is I have a few publishers and PR firms that send me books that know me as Eclectic Reads, and I didn't want to go through name changing and everything with them. So that's why I'm even wary about adding an and stitches to my name. But yeah, let me know in the comments if it's weird for you to watch a Flosstube videos with a BookTube channel name, because I can easily make the name fit both. But like I said, I'm not sure. Ultimately, it'll be my final decision of whether I want to or not, but I just want to get some input from the Flosstube community as to if it's weird for you that it's just that you're watching Flosstube videos on a channel called Eclectic Reads. But this is Quick Stitch Arthur. This is, I think I saw this one being done in a Facebook group, or somebody had just finished it. I forget, but this is artwork by Linda Ravenscroft, and I thought it was really cool because I got a couple of cats, and my wife and I are cat people, so I thought if I enjoyed stitching this one, I could. There's a Guinevere as well. There's actually Guinevere, Merlin, one other Arthurian legend character I can't think of right now, but I thought. Even my wife said maybe, but I said I could do the Arthur and the Guinevere, and we could hang them on each side of our bed. And she's like, maybe, but we'll see. Then I also have this is Tilton Crafts, and again this was in my whip parade. The ones that were in the whip parade are all on top, but this is Big Cats by Tilton Crafts, and this was the first full coverage I bought, and it's the first one I saw a finished version of it. It was either finished or it was like done up to about here, and I thought it was just awesome, and I went to the Tilton Crafts website, and I think I bought it right. I think I even paid full price for it. That's how much I liked it. Now the next one, and again the photo is not right in front because I was buying floss for it. This is another one I just ordered the fabric for. I ordered the fabric for this one and Simply Meant to Be at the same time, and I actually have all the floss for it already. This is Enchanted Glimpse, artwork by Julie Fain. It's a Hade, and I just love Julie Fain's silhouette fairy work. So that one will be a start soon. The next one, I actually have quite a few. You're going to see a theme in these too. I like blues. It's what I've realized in charts that I've bought. I like shades of blue, and I like one of my cats is playing with a ball toy. So if you hear a rattling sound, it is the ball going around the circle. There it is. But anyway, I like shades of blue, and I like sensuous, badass women. So a lot of my charts are either shades of blue or they're sensuous and or badass women. Again, I was starting to buy floss for this one, so the picture is not right in the front. I have Eclipse by Chris Down. I bought this in the last Haid sale. And this falls definitely into the badass woman category. I have, and I've started to buy the floss for this one too. This one is so, I also started buying large chart format in Haid, because especially with Sunset in Venice, the regular chart is very small, and my 40-year-old eyes, my vision's pretty good. I only need glasses for reading, but still the regular size chart, especially symbols that are similar to each other, are hard to make out for me in the regular size chart. So I started buying large chart format, and this one is like over 90 pages in regular chart format. What is it? 90 exactly. And this was, I've actually bought this, this was a new release during the sale, and because the sale got extended, and the sale was still going on when I bought this. But I bought it, I saw it and just loved it, and I bought it. Release day. I think it's the only one I've bought on release day. And this is Dark Moonlight Angel by Selena Fenich. And this falls under the category of sensuous and badass woman. I like dark too. That's kind of my horror background. I was talking to Mama Metzger about this a little bit. I read a lot of horror. Last year was a big horror year for me. I'm actually looking forward to the Bram Stoker nominations the shortlist is coming out at the end of the month. I think February 23rd is the shortlist date. And I have, if my time allows, every intention of trying to read the shortlist of the first novel category, because that's the category I really follow. Trying to read the shortlist before the winner is announced. And StokerCon's not till May this year. Last year, StokerCon was like a month after the shortlist was announced, and I was barely through my second book. I listened to one on audio, and I was buddy reading Kill Creek by Scott Thomas, which fantastic, one of my top reads of the year. If you like haunted house stories, check out Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. But I was buddy reading that with Stephanie at That's What She Read, and then I was working on a show at the time. My wife and I were directing I Love You, You're Perfect Now Change, and I was also doing the lights for it. So I was sitting in the light booth when Stephanie sent me a message on Voxer of the Stoker winners, and it was like the shortlist had just been announced seemingly a few weeks before. So it looks like there's going to be actually a few months this time, because StokerCon is actually in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a book tangent, but StokerCon is actually in Grand Rapids, Michigan this year, which is 3 hours from where I live. And it is so expensive that I can't, it's so close to me, like 3 hours. But because it's 3 hours, it's not like I I would need a hotel room too, so it'd be a few $100s for the weekend ticket and to be able to go to the awards dinner. And I would still also need a hotel room for a couple of nights because 3 hours, that would be 6 hours drive time to go there and back from home. So that wouldn't be an option. So it just bums me out that it's so close this year and I just can't go. Anyway, back to the stash. Again, this will be dark colors, Sensuous Woman. This is Offering by Kathy Amaral. And I'm hoping I kind of want this one to be a start this year too. I'm gonna have so many freaking hate projects on the go. Because I want to start, and this is making me just going through these makes me want to start them, and I look at them on my computer and I want to start them, and it's ridiculous. This is what I just thought was really cool. It's a really fun cat one. This is Writing My Memoirs by Jeff Haney, and just it's really cool. Writer cat at a cafe. And what I like about this one too is there's not many pages that are like, there's a page like because I've gridded this out. There's like a page here that's mostly sky, but most of the pages you are building something in most of the pages. Because I do have a lot of charts where you're in sky for a while, or you know. This one, I was actually, maybe you guys can help me out with this. I don't know if it's pronounced rack or rake, the R-A-K, Random Act of Kindness. So let me know in the comments how it's pronounced, rack or rake. But I was gifted this from somebody in the Heaven and Earth Designs Facebook group. They were doing a call out for male stitchers, and they wanted to do a rack or rake for a couple of male stitchers, and I was fortunate enough to be one of those male stitchers. And it's About Time by Cyril Marchetti. Again, this one I don't think there's a page on this one that maybe right in here that doesn't just build just have a lot of stuff going on and just build stuff. And this one I actually really do want, because it was gifted to me. I would like to get it charted up and started. But I just keep starting to kit up other stuff. This is another Jeff Haney one. It's just a really cool, another really cool cat design by Jeff Haney in the vein of the Three Musketeers. It's called Cavalier Cat, and he's got mice all around him and holding the rapier, and just my wife and I, especially my wife, done some stage combat in the past, and we're big Forged in Fire fans and love swords, and so I thought that was really cool. This one, I saw a picture of a finish of the entire series, and I thought it might be cool to maybe start each one of them in the season that they are. So I bought, because it was already winter, I bought spring first, and then I figured if I like stitching it, maybe I'll start the series, one in each season. But Story Keep Labyrinthine Spring, with artwork by Stephanie Law. But the series, the finished series, looked really cool from the picture I saw. The next one, as I said, I have a lot of these, is by artwork by Leonid Afremov. I probably butchered that. I apologize. And it is At the Steps. And I really like this style of art. So if I enjoy stitching on this, there's other ones of his that I would like to do. I also have a lot more to go through. There's a series from the artist Babette Vanderberg that's they're all called Bal du Masque or Mask, and I really like the whole series. And there is a full version of this one I'm about to show, but I actually like the Story Keep version better because it centers more in. This is Bal du Masque 9 Story Keep, and in the full version, it's just a lot more dark around here, and it seems like she's a little farther away, so you don't get to see in the full, in my opinion, the cool reflection. The detail of the cool reflection of her in the mask in the mirror. So I think the Story Keep actually focuses in on that better. That's why I wanted the Story Keep of that one. I have, yeah, and I'm doing this because I have all of these printed and I don't have to edit and put pictures in. Because I went through and I got all of my charts printed up, and I'm going to get a box to keep them all in. And again, this is dark colors, sensual woman, actually an angel. This is Fly Away by Jessica Elaine, and it's just a gorgeous picture. So I had to get this one. This one I think I just saw an FFO picture of today, and it looked really cool, and I'm really excited. I love Chris Ortega's artwork. This is Ex Machina by Chris Ortega. Seems to be a pretty popular one. I've seen a lot of people working on this one. That was an early one that I bought. This is another one I see a lot of whips. This is Dragonkin by Ann Stokes, and the whips I see of it, the pictures of, just look fantastic, and I couldn't put off getting that in my stash any longer. There's another Chris Ortega. This might be the last Haid. Yes, this is the last Haid. And this is another max color, but it's max colors is 97 for this one, so it's not it's only like 10 more colors than a normal Haid. And it's Inner Depths by Chris Ortega. And the next three are Tilton Crafts. What do they do with the last one I wanted to show? Oh, shoot, I left some... Okay. Okay. And actually, I do have one more thing I need to get. I'm going to pause the recording real quick. Okay, I'm back. Not that it'll show to you that I was gone at all. Anyway, the next three are Tilton Crafts. And these were, all these Tilton Crafts were bought before I discovered Haid. I discovered Haid and I never went back to anything. I have discovered a few now through some videos, some other full coverage designers or companies that I want to get some stuff from. But I think you guys would agree I have enough to keep me going for quite a long time. But like with the Haids, I buy so many on the sales because, like, I don't want to see one I absolutely love and absolutely want to get retired before I get a chance to get it. You know, even if I don't know if I'm ever going to get to stitch on it or not, but I can't if I don't have it. Anyway, Tilton Crafts. This is called. The artists aren't on the cover page like they are on Haid, so I apologize. I don't know the artists. But this is Steam Invasion. I thought it was just a really cool steampunk piece. I like steampunk artwork. This one just hit the heartstrings. This is a Carrie Fisher tribute, R.I.P. Princess. And I believe that one is a Kordak. And I like Italian village landscape pieces too. So this is Trattoria Tonara. Like I said, and all those are Tilton Crafts. And this weekend I decided to play with making a chart. And I ended up making two. Because I'm crazy, and I did some searching on Google and looked for free pattern makers. You upload a picture and it helps make a chart for you. I think the Pixel Stitch is the one I ended up liking the result from. Whether I'll end up liking the end stitch result, I don't know, but the mock-up looked pretty good. So I did two. I've got one printed. The first one I did, because one of the things I want to do is I listen to a lot of symphonic metal. A lot of it comes out of Europe. And their album covers are just gorgeous. And I want to stitch their album covers. And this one I'm about to show you. I'm not showing you a piece of paper of the chart. I'm showing you the actual vinyl album cover. Because this was the first one I went, that would be a cool cross stitch. And this is a band called Delane. The album is Moonbathers. And I did a chart on Pixel Stitch for this at 450 by 450 stitches. It ends up like 42 colors. You can only do a max of 130 colors on Pixel Stitch, but it only needed 43. I think was the number, and I'm hoping once I start doing it, I like how it's going. And I did another album cover today while I was taking a break from working. And my favorite symphonic metal band is called Epica, and their more recent EP called The Solace System. All their album covers are great, but this one turned out really well. The mock-up turned out really well. I actually don't own the physical album of this. I have the MP3 album, but yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic artwork on these albums, and we'll see how those go. I'm not sure the end of this is actually going to record because it just gave me some sort of file size reach thing. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you're getting this. But yeah, so I will sign off with that message. Yeah, well, thank you once again, everybody. I'm just overwhelmed by the support. If you have a channel, if you have a Flosstube channel, let me know in the comments, and I will make every effort to check you out. And I don't have a way to close Flosstube videos yet. I guess it's got to be the same way as Booktube videos, right? If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, comment. If you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button because that's the best way to make sure you know when I post new videos. I don't know how much let me know in the comments too how much Flosstube does Twitter, because I usually post. It is usually a post on Twitter when I do a new video. I have a channel Twitter too. So anyway, I will see you all in the next video.